It's time to see some exploration in my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. First, we're going to see what happens if we talk with a fortune teller without enough rupees. Well, I have to say my condition isn't very good today, but I want you to come back again. We'll be seeing a lot of exploration in this video, thanks to the hammer, which opens up a lot of new areas. One thing we won't see, though, is at the very beginning there, my capture card was really blurry and desyncing. Those first 15 seconds, all I did was leave the Pond of Happiness, where I got a whole bunch of, increased my arrow and bomb capacity, and swam to the shore, so. Now that the overworld has changed, we can pull on that statue over there to the right, and it drops some rupees, so. Slowly but surely, we'll be, rebuilding up our rupee supply, so. Yeah, quite a few, trees change what they drop, or have what they're in their branches, now that Aghanim has been defeated. Like I said, the overworld kind of goes through a little bit of changes. So if we step through that entrance there to the castle, we'll be warped to the Dark World. That's where the half of the gate between linking the light and dark worlds is. So I don't remember if I read that sign. So there it is. Well, we already know Hyrule Castle and the Dark and the Eastern Palace are. So. Yep, see, we come in this way, and boom, we're taken right out here to the outside the pyramid. If we want to get actually inside the castle grounds, and we will later, because some of the trees in there, the two trees in there, have also changed their contents. Basically, just climb the pyramid a little bit and then warp in. So. Let's run around here. We got, like I said, a lot of new places to explore. So we'll warp back into the light world here. Oh no, there's red guys are out now. And now this tree, used to have rupees in it. Now it has bees. This tree now got apples in it. Yummy apples. Not that we need the apples because we, have full life. See, there's that little fuzzy circle that remains. You can always use that to get back to the Dark World, and that'll remain where it is as long as you don't warp to the Dark World in another manner, like through one of those teleporters. Running into this tree gets us 5 rupee, and it's in the same place as it was in the Light World. But it's the only set of warp points. The Light World had 3 pairs of warp points in the water. Dark World only has 1. I guess because there's no King Zoro in the Dark World. So now this little circle of stones is suspicious. We want to warp into the Light World in it, and that gets us another piece of heart. Now we're just gonna warp back into the Dark World. And we got some exploration to do around here. The Dark World equivalent of Lake Hylia. It's a little bit more closed off, so we don't have the southern beach there on the south. But we have a crystal palace there. But it doesn't look like there's any way to get in there. But that's the dreaded Ice Palace. A lot of people, they actually remade that palace. They took out one of the backtracking puzzles in that palace in the Game Boy Advance remake for this game. I don't know why. A lot of people complained about it, but the puzzle ain't that hard. And, well, I guess you can all judge it when I actually go and do that palace. But that won't be for a while, because like I said, I'll be doing the palaces in the order that the maiden has mentioned them, so. So we have another cave here, and we have a hand here. Hi, I'll tell you a profitable story. Tell you the truth, I used to be a thief in the Light World. Some of my fellow thieves went into hiding because they were afraid of getting caught. One of them, master locksmith, but now he's hiding the fact that he used to be a thief by pretending to be a strange middle-aged man. Middle-aged man. Middle-aged man. So that's another clue about that thief in the desert. Man, a lot of people have been talking about him. The reason they're talking about him is because he's going to play an important role. Well, not really super important, but Felfel, did you know that if you destroy frozen enemies with a hammer, you'll often get a magic decanter? Yeah, I mentioned that in a previous episode. But, yeah, he's going to play a role in getting an item later on in the game. So, they're constantly reminding you, because probably if you weren't being constantly reminded of him, you might have forgot, because it's been a long time since we saw that first thief back in the Lost Woods who told us about him. And then another person also told us about him, so I think it's neat that that guy was a thief and he turned into a hand. There's a little 5-finger discount, I guess. Let's just get this ruby here. I mean, we're in the area, why not? And this tree next door has some bees. They can be annoying, because they will sting you if they stay on the screen long enough. And this guy is a shop owner. You saw he was selling a shield. There's an enemy in the Dark World that could actually eat your shield. It's not like in Zelda 1, but still annoying because it will eat your shield. And you'll have to buy a new shield, so. Now it can eat the regular shield or the red shield here that you have, so. So, let's go to the Lake of Ill Omen. Remember that, person, to the south of the Eastern Palace told us that, there's a circle of stones here, and it would be interesting to throw something into it. Well, that sign says, curses to anyone who throws something in my circle of stones. And when we do that, a fish jumps out. Or a second fish jumps out, this big catfish. Was you disturb my peaceful nap? I'll give you this if you go away. And it gives us the Quake Medallion, which is going to be needed to enter Total Rock Dungeon at where Princess Zelda is. So we won't have to use that for a long time. But now the catfish gave us the Quake Medallion, and that's interesting because apparently that has ties back to Japanese mythology. That there's a catfish in like the center of the earth, and when he shakes his tail, that is what causes the earth to shake, earthquakes to happen. So it's kind of like a tie back to that ancient myth. The catfish causes quakes. So who said video games can't teach you anything? So let's head on back, do some more exploring. Now to the south here, the main reason we wanted to get the hammer, or the main thing the hammer opens up, is this bridge is blocked off by a bunch of these posts. Now that we have the hammer, we can smack down the posts, and we can just explore a whole lot more of Hyrule. This way to the bomb shop. And we have another shop here. We're gonna go back and talk with the fortune teller. It won't be a fortune teller in the Dark World. However, the fortune teller, there is a fortune teller in the Dark World. It's in the same place as the fortune teller north of Kariko Village is in the Light World. So, nope, still telling us to meet the strange man. So, another clue about that thief in the desert. So. These guys here. And let's go check out that bomb shop. The bomb shop is where Link's house is at, so. We have this elephant guy here, and he just sells regular bombs. Later on, he's going to sell a special bomb. And that bomb becomes available after you defeat dungeons 5 and 6. Dash into this rock. Now look at that tree on the left there. Its eyes are moving around. There's going to be a few trees in the Dark World whose eyes move around, and those trees will talk with you. Most of them just tell you to watch where we're going, but some will actually give clues, so. Now no matter what type of tree it is, whether it's a nice tree that talks to us or tells us to run, to get away. Oh, the best way, herd bombs are the best way to defeat the one-eyed giants. Yeah, and whether they're a tree that gives us information or a tree that tells us to watch where we're going, doesn't matter. Both of them will at first spit a little bomb, a green bomb, out of their trunk. So. Let's head over this way here. We're gonna have a few more talking trees coming up. There's one right there. You see its eyes? And the one to the south of it. I once lived in the Lost Woods until the day I wandered into a magic transporter. The power of the Dark World quickly changed me to this tree shape. I guess the forest are linked somewhere. And that's a clue that there are going to be multiple of those teleporters. So we also now know that there's a teleporter to the Dark World in the Lost Woods somewhere, or near the Lost Woods. So this, like that circle of stones back in Lake Hylia looks suspicious. This circle of bushes looks suspicious. We warp back into the light world, and we get heart container piece number 2. Halfway to another heart piece. Yay! So, as you can see, we when we got that heart in the from the Dark Palace, there we started our second row of hearts. So 20 hearts is the max amount of hearts that we can get. So there are. Well, I'll talk with this guy first. After wandering into this shape, I turned into this shape. After wandering into this world, I turned into this shape. I enjoyed playing the flute in the original world. There was a small grove where many animals gathered. I buried my flute there with some flower seeds. Would you try to find it for me? So yeah, when that boy disappears when he plays the flute, he wanders into the dark world and he turns into this, like, anteater. So he told us that he buried his flute where there's some seeds. We head up to the north west corner here. There's a bunch of flowers there. And we dig it up and we get the flute. And the flute will replace the shovel. In the Game Boy Advance remake, they let you keep the shovel, so. And here we can get 40 rupees. If we bash into that tree, we get 20 rupees. And if we hit this tree, we get another 20 rupees. So yeah, we can get 40 rupees really easily, just back and forth. And trees around here have also changed their drops. So, this tree now drops 4 bombs for a pickup. Where before the tree north of it dropped a green bomb. So hey, let's get some more rupees. We're gonna need those rupees because there's a game we can play with our rupees. Now we just warp back into the dark world. Yeah, we'll talk with the guy again. Thank you, Felfel, but it looks like I can't play my flute anymore. If by chance you go to the village, you'll find an tired old man living there. Return the flute to him. My mind is getting hazy. Can I hear the flute one more time? So we play the flute, and this anteater guy is going to turn into a tree. But he did tell us to go visit his grandfather in Karika village, so we will do that. And it's important that we do that because it's necessary to eventually complete the game. So, let's head up toward the Dark World Village. Now, we can't get into the village because it's going to be blocked off to the north by a black stone. And we can't lift the black stones until we get the Titan's Mitt. I mentioned that you get that in Dungeon 4. And a lot of people, like I said, will sequence break and do Dungeon 4. Because remember, there's that teleporter by the Lost Woods, and we can use that to get to the village of in the Dark World. It used to drop rubies, that tree, now it drops bees. And we can do what the fortune teller told us to do, that we can heal or jump into the well by the smithy's house. We have the hammer, so we can knock down that peg. We can go in here. Strange little construction there. But if we throw magic powder, hey, blast you for waking me from my deep, deep sleep. But now we'll get my revenge on you. Get ready. Oh, is that okay with you? Now check out our magic meter. It's gonna get 1/2 above it. So now he says our magic power is dropped by 1/2, and you think, oh man, that's bad. Our spells are only half effective. I guess that's a bad translation. Basically, what happens is spells will only now cost half as much to use. So before we can only use the ice rod 7 times before we ran out of magic. Now we can do it 14 times. So that'll really help out. So let's get our flute and let's do what that boy told us. We'll finish off the episode by doing what that boy told us. So we talk with the sleepy old man. We play the flute in front of him, and oh, this is my son's flute. Where is he? Is he all right? Oh, I see. Well, I can tell by what you want to say by the look in your eyes. And he asks us to keep the flute, and he tells us to play its melody in front of the bird, the statue in the village square. I wonder why. We'll find out next episode. Take care. Thanks for following along. Have a good day. Bye.